Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the delivery process of a Tesla Model Y in 2022, so that conversation is coming up. So we are very fortunate that this is actually our second Tesla we picked up. We are now an all EV household. So we picked up Model 3 in 2018. And back in 2018 compared to 2022, the delivery process is definitely streamlined a lot more since back then. When you first order any Tesla, I would highly recommend that you fill out everything you can on the website, because if you don't, Tesla actually will comb over your order and skip you because they prioritize orders that are filled out completely before they deal with everybody else. So this includes filling out your address, picking a delivery location, so a local Tesla store. You want to put in your insurance, your driver's license, your information for a trade-in if you have one, and financing if you have that. But at this point, since you're only putting in a reservation for a order, I would recommend putting cash, like you're going to pay all cash for the car, even if you're going to get a loan for the car later, because that's the easiest and fastest way for you to get kind of in the front of the line for your order. And this is because if you want to get a loan, obviously you have to get a pre-approval first, and usually pre-approvals are only good for 30 days. And if you look at Tesla's website right now, it's going to be way longer than 30 days to order any of their cars. So it doesn't make sense because it's going to mess with your credit score. So just put cash for now. Once you get a VIN later, then you can do the whole financing thing, get your pre-approvals, and get your loan in order. So if you filled out all the screens I've talked about, this is the screen you should see on Tesla's website. And it should say waiting for next steps, something like that. Next, I would recommend getting the Tesla app, especially if this is your first Tesla, because that way you can see what's going on with the car, from your fingertips, basically. For me, there was literally no communication from Tesla up until the day before the delivery. They sent me one text saying your car is going to be ready tomorrow. And so if you have financing, that's going to screw you up because you're not going to be able to get financing done in that amount of time. So being able to see the estimated delivery date and by, through the app, and you would know you have a VIN, you have a little bit of time to get your financing in order before you get that one text saying your car is ready tomorrow. And even me being a seasoned Tesla guy, I still had to delay the order a couple of days because basically I got the VIN on a Monday and they said, we want you to pick the car up on Wednesday. And so I couldn't get the loan, all that stuff in order in 2 days. So I needed to delay it a couple more days so I could get that in order, get my down payment from the correct account, into the correct account in time. And so, basically you want to make sure that you have that app so you can see all that stuff before the actual delivery day comes. Just don't get too crazy about checking the app all the time because the estimated delivery date is literally that. So it could change every day and it could be all over the place. And so the real, kicker is the VIN. Once you get the VIN, then your car is going to be coming really soon. So basically what I did is I just checked it like once a week just to see where the estimated delivery date was. And then once I got that VIN, then I knew it was time to get going. So once you get that VIN, the first thing you want to verify is the delivery address. So basically you would have picked one from earlier, but you just want to verify that this delivery address, whatever Tesla store it is still good for you. And if the location isn't good or the date isn't good because you just can't make that date, call Tesla customer service and they can switch that for you. So I'll link the Tesla customer service number in the description. So when I called, the guy that switched the delivery date told me there was a strict 3-day rule that if you couldn't pick up the car within 3 days of that first assigned delivery date, that they would give the car away from someone else to someone else. So I don't know if this is just a Model 3 and Model Y thing because there's so much demand or all the cars, but basically be ready to drop everything to get the car so it's not given away to somebody else. Next is the financing piece. So I think for most of us, we'll do a down payment and a part loan. So get all that in order with your bank. And most of the time, banks will, give you the loan and then they will ACH that portion of the money to Tesla. So basically just make sure that you have proof that the credit union or your bank sent the money to Tesla so you can present it to them when you pick up the car. Now for your down payment piece, Tesla wants you to pay through the app. So basically what that is just an ACH debit from your account. You put in your information and basically they just zap the money right out of your account. So for me, I was not having this because basically at that point Tesla has your banking information so they can kind of do whatever they want with it even though they shouldn't. And you may or may not have known that basically last year there was a couple of cases, actually a handful of cases where basically Tesla accidentally double dipped and charged customers 2 times the car, and it's because they had their banking information. And they weren't giving it back right away too. Actually, these customers had to kind of fight to get their money back, which is kind of ridiculous. Another way you can pay is through a wire transfer. And so basically on the last page of your MVPA, there is Tesla's wire information. So you can wire it to them that way as well. But in order to do that, you need to do that a few days in advance. That way it clears the bank and they can see it on their side before they, release the car to you. But what I did and what Tesla told me was totally okay was to pay with a cashier's check. So basically what I did is I got the cashier's check from the bank a couple of days before the actual delivery date. And what Tesla told me to do was send the check, like a picture of the front and the back, to a location-specific email. And that way they could see it so they could verify before I came down to actually pick up the car. And so I'm not sure if that email, if they even did anything with it, but that's what they told me to do. So I just did that. And the reason why I wanted to pay with a cashier's check and physically give a Tesla employee money at delivery day is because I'm not plopping down $70K on a product that I haven't ever seen before. I wanted to look at the car first before I actually gave them the rest of the money. So if you are paying by wire transfer or cashier's check, the payment portion of the app for your whole delivery process, just leave that blank. And on the day you pick up the car, the delivery specialist will be able to fix that for you. So don't worry about it. So we picked up the car on a Saturday morning-ish at 11 a.m. So the day before, Friday at about 10 a.m., I got a text from Tesla confirming the date and the time and the location of the delivery. So you have to respond yes if that is good for you. Then later that day on Friday, I got another text from Tesla saying, hey, your car is going to be ready, at 11 a.m. It might be ready early, so just wait for our text tomorrow and we'll give you more information on basically like where the car is going to be, because at the Fremont factory, they have rows and rows of cars just ready to be picked up. And so each one has a specific number that they use. That way you can find your car really easily. So the agreements tab in the app basically won't be available to you until the night before the car is ready to be picked up. So later that night, it did become available, and basically you have to do kind of a face recognition type thing, just like if you're doing Face ID in your iPhone. And so what they do is actually verify your face compared to the driver's license that you gave them earlier. So the documents that I needed to sign for my individual order, because we're in California, was the title document and the odometer document, which I think will be everybody. But then also I had to sign a California specific clean air rebate document. So basically I would get $750 straight off the cost of the car. After that, you're all set for delivery day. So just hold tight and get ready to pick up your car. On the morning of the delivery, you'll get that text telling you exactly where the car is located. If you are paying by cashier's check like me, what I would do is go straight to the car when you get to the delivery center and check out the exterior of the car, because the delivery specialist basically didn't let me do anything else until I paid them, and then they could release the car to me, and then I could check the inside. So if the car looks good from the outside, go ahead and go inside and talk to a delivery specialist, give them your cashier's check, and then they will basically let you accept the car, and then you can basically go out to the car and open the doors and all that. So what I was told at that point was there was a 100-mile and 24-hour time period where basically if you saw anything that looked weird, you could bring the car back and they would fix it for you. So once you've taken delivery of the car, what I would immediately do is go run out to the car, open the doors, and go through your checklist to make sure everything else is still good. So I actually made a video a while ago on what to look out for when you're taking delivery, basically the checklist, so I will link that in the cards here. Also keep in mind that there is the 4-year bumper-to-bumper warranty and the 8-year motor and battery warranty, so you could always do this later, but for me, I like to get things done ASAP. If there's something wrong with it, let's get it fixed. The sooner, the better. Once you've gone through your checklist and everything looks good, then that is it. You have taken delivery of your 2022 Tesla. Enjoy your car and have fun with it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.